Hello, everyone. I was wrong about what deck I'm playing. I forgot I'm playing green with a tiny hint of red. Whatever. There have been a grand total of, I believe it's 14 cards so far, spoiled for the new Strixhaven set. Across, not counting the fact that they are different treatments for some of them, pardon me. So 14 cards, 2 in the main set, 1 on the bonus sheet, and 11 for the commander pre-constructed supplement. And I gotta tell you, I am ecstatic for every single one of them in a way that I absolutely am not for the fucking Ninja Turtles set. Or, God help you, for the fucking Marvel set. But anyway, enough of that. Excuse the sudden muting. It's because I clicked out of the window in order to reposition my chat box over there. Let's go ahead and tell this guy we want nothing, and we don't get a quest for that. But talking to the wise man did give us an extra 2 life for our next duel. That is nice. So I guess it actually does kind of pay to talk to these guys once in a while. Oh no. A thing I was way too far away to prevent. Oh, I forgot I had Spore Cloud in this deck. I don't think I've seen that card in months in this game. Which is pretty wild because I literally only started this playthrough 1 session ago. So you might be asking, how do you end up in that position? And the answer is... yeah, I got nothing, folks. Whatever, let's make this happen. And she's playing a wall of bone. It's slightly unfortunate, but we got ways of honestly paying way too much to deal with it in the greater scheme, but if it works, it works. Go to combat. Yeah, you're going to have to block that. Unfortunately, we're only getting the 2 damage through. Because I probably could have waited to play that until she didn't have any mana available, but... well... things are going to get a little bit of a pain in the ass here, so... let's play that Grape Shot Catapult and... game. Why would you... I wanted to be able to use the desert. Well, I guess fine. Fuck it, we're playing the fucking Orc Lumberjacks too. Okay, now I'm gonna click my lands to make sure that the stupid game does what I want it to. And if I complain hard enough, maybe eventually it'll matter some. Hold up, actually. Yeah, use that for mana. Now we dump it in the garbage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, whatever. Oh, did I? Yeah, I guess I did overproduce. Okay. Play that. And play our snake here. Our Naf's asp. Keep going. Drudge spell, huh? And that requires exiling 2 creature cards from your graveyard to do. Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and play Kildorn Dead and sacrifice one of those things. Oh, how I wish I could force your hand a little bit there. But Cyclone. Do I want to do Cyclone? Yes, actually, because Cyclone is going to eat my board slowly, but it will also do one very important thing, which is kill her. Yeah, okay, go ahead and regenerate your garbage creatures. And I move to combat, and I think I just win now, even without having to wait around for like 8 turns to... Yeah. Excellent. So we've got things that are not very impressive. I'll take the dungeon clue to the ruins of Suchan here. South of Andor's Spire. I do not know where that is. No, I don't know where that is, but this guy is trying to hustle me now, too. Fighting those guys kind of sucks, actually. Oh boy, Evil Presence. That's a card that's not very useful, really. Balduvian Dead. This might be playable because I feel like Rakdos might be kind of the way to go. Unfortunately, it only eats creatures out of your graveyard, but this is the era we're talking about here. Graveyard hate was a thing that basically didn't exist. That's south to Cold Snap Tavern. He will give us a mana link, which is nice. Nomad's Bazaar. Okay, so you've got cards for sale. Do you have any good ones for sale? You go by cash, right? I'm not paying that much money for Lord of Tressorhorn. Jesus. Are you kidding me? That card is rough. Yeah. Enters, you lose 2 life, you sack 2 creatures, and target opponent draws 2 cards. You need a pretty built presence to be able to use that. Okay, it's a 10-4, whose only ability is to regenerate. Whoopty shit. How's about Sinkhole? How much for Sinkhole? Can I buy Sinkhole? Oh, I'm in creatures, that's why. Hey, Sinkhole, how much for that? 95? Yeah. You better. I've got 2 sinkholes already, or 1 sinkhole already, pardon me. So that seems like a pretty good bit of business. And these lightning bolts ain't cheap, but we'll take them anyway. So where are we compared to Cold Snap Tavern is down that way. I'll deal with that in a moment. You got any goods? You got a swamp. I don't have enough swamps. I should pick up some of those. Take a look at our stuff here. I could probably stand to just start like dumping some of my worst cards here and put in bolts. Yeah, I'm not really impressed with these guys. That Enslaved Scout is only really useful in certain circumstances. But I'll tell you what's always good. Hurting people. Very, very directly. In the game. I'm not talking about anything to do with real life. Don't be a... Go east to Windlass Keep. Which I forget which tile that is. Ooh, that's a rough thing to be anteing. For this cleric, no doubt, not having anything of value in there. That Miracle Worker is pretty bad, but I'm sure it just gets worse from there. However, getting a nice early flyer seems pretty handy. Yeah, swing in and play a mountain. Play a pit trap. Ooh, yeah, of course this dude's spamming the field. I'm not really surprised by that. That's kind of how this goes, but we'll play a Shanadine Dryads, and... Wow, alright. Look at all of these goons this guy has, like... Eesh. However, that was nice and easy. So... Find the hourglass here. Fast bond. It might be better if we had actual life total. Contract from Below. That is a fun card under the right circumstances. And a Mox Emerald. You get extra gold! And it's in all caps, too, to really emphasize. A gold! Thank you, game. Black amulets. I don't have, like, much for that. A Sedge Beast, huh? That is a red-black creature, I think, of the type that are roaming around. That are, like, troll-type guys. They're decently sturdy, if I recall correctly, but I'm sure there's not one for miles here, because we're out in this part of the world, and that is a Crusader or something. He's a decently stocky white-black dude, I think. Oh, no, there was actually one of the trolls over there. Lord of Fate, that's what it's called, and I am not anting my one good land. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Putting Stang up as a bid here kind of sucks, but my options aren't, you know. I haven't gotten a chance to actually put him to use, so how mad can I possibly be if I lose Stang? Answer, very, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Oh, wow. All right. Okay. Rough. That's... I basically just got double sinkhole there a little... Wow, okay. I forgot that this dude's whole thing was land destruction. Okay. Can you stop already? Destroyed... He's destroyed the equivalent of 4 of my lands now. 5! You seriously? That's 6 mana I've lost to this guy. On just back-to-back turns. That's all he does. Leshrac Sigil. What do? You may pay 2 black. If you do, they discard a card. Oh, man. This sucks so bad. I can't even... I can't, dude. I have nothing to add to this. Like, cool. Okay. Well, now I basically also can't play shit because of this. Oh, hey, look, it's his other sinkhole. If I tap it, I lose it. Good. I am so happy. You... well, you basically cast Sinkhole on that land twice. Okay, I do still have 3 mountains and a taiga in the deck at least, so... I've got that going for me. But I'm also sitting behind having absolutely jack nothing here, so... This is fun. This is an enjoyable game of Magic. You know what? Whatever, you can make me discard a card, and I was made to discard Clay Statue. That's a bit of a pity. You fucking bitch. I'm getting really sick of this guy. On the other hand, I've absolutely got his number. He would have to do something. Oh, right. I'm playing against the land destruction deck, so... I probably should shut my mouth right now, but also... Yeah, he didn't, so... Eat me. And give me your money and your other money. And, of course, now the game is like, oh, Black Amulet, because it's confused now. But I'm pretty sure it's like any sorceries or something. And meanwhile, look at all these clowns that are circling me. Get out. Rewarded with sorceries of my choice. Well, I can slowly turn myself into that guy if I feel like, but I kind of would not say that I do. It's real pity that I can't pick up any Wheel of Fortune, but I understand why not. On the other hand, I will grab another Stunted Growth because that card is just kind of cruel and unusual. That's one of those, like, I can't believe you actually printed this sort of things. So you know what that means? That's right, it's real good. It's going into the deck. Immediately. And, oh, this guy has a Battlelands for sale. I'm picking that up for later uses. Oh, somebody's getting angry or something over here. What do you got? Message west to Andor's Spire. I've already got 3 sinkholes. I'm grabbing another one for security purposes. And also because I'm very normal about this disgustingly broken card. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Pyramids of Ascatet. What has a power of 1? Is... Anaba Ancestor. That's the one that buffs... Yeah, okay. That's not the one I was thinking of, but I did remember that it was a 1 power. Back in an era when a Minotaur was not required to be a 2/3 by law. We're on the play, and we'll drop a Lumberjack. Play this. And as much as it's probably a bad idea to sack my Taiga this early, I'm going deep here. Just because Deadly Insect is so strong. And give me my turn 3 win. Graveyard Order, what the hell are you talking about? Just go away, come on. Oh, that one has wheel. No, I misclicked. Ugh. Oh, boy. But we get a mediocre fish next battle, so that's cool. Yeah, and they're still trying to teach me about how to use Hell from Beyond with El Hajjaj. Yeah, like I haven't played the game before, at least a little bit. 200 gold Cosmic Horror. Get out of town, man. That's really bad. Diabolic Vision. This isn't actually an amazing card. It's okay, but it seems wildly overpriced for... Well, let me get a look at this again. Top 5 cards here. Yeah, I mean, it's that blue card that's kind of all right. It's been power crept by stock up, so at least in my opinion, that's been a bit of power creep. Not everyone will necessarily agree with me, and that's probably fair. Force of Will is worth nothing, which is incredible. Meanwhile, this guy, who's in the, like, I'm technically ahead of curve club. Yeah, Kelderin Dead, I don't want to play that. Krovikan Fetish. This is massively overcosted for what it does. Get out. Give me my money. Mana short? Ooh! That's worth dumping. Meek Stone? Presents a funny combo, but I don't care for it that much. I admit that I usually sort of like to pile everything into one creature, so, Black Amulet for white cards. That's what you would currently call no biggie. And our Spire is up north, but first things first, we're probably going to get into a fight with that Mind Stealer. Why has Magic not had a Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, you see, I was going to say something about the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh cards actually still have too much text to be able to fit into a Magic text box. Sylvan Library, in effect, for the other guys. So that's interesting. Anyway, actually, give me a moment. I did sort of throw together a post a while ago where I had sort of like done some attempts to design cards for each other based around, you know, each of the two games based around each other. The Magic ones were not good. I admit that I absolutely dropped the ball on those from a perspective of design. There's a reason why I'm not a professional, and it was just a for fun thing, but I actually kind of like some of the Yu-Gi-Oh ones. If I can find the actual post scrolling through all my bullshit on Blue Sky real quick. Oh, the amount of things that like a Yu-Gi-Oh card moving over to Magic, there would have to be some ridiculous rules handling for some of those, because some of them are just like very, very weird. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go and take a bit of a look around this place here. And Shambling Strider next duel. That is much better. Yeah, we get the big boy. Now I just got to make sure that I actually put this thing to use somewhere good. And by that I mean I'm just going to waltz right up to this dude, and I am going to... oh, he's going to play a creature, so I can't quite mangle him as severely as I'd want to, but... let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, the... For Yargle, that is actually like pulled out of a Magic thing too. Like for anybody who is not necessarily hyper aware of anything Magic related. So Yargle is rather infamous in Magic as Yargle Glutton of Urborg. It was a card that was released in the Dominaria set, which I think was in like 2019. Basically, up to a point where Magic has kind of not done many vanilla creatures either. Yu-Gi-Oh is a little bit infamous, I think, on some level, that they have basically almost dropped normal monsters entirely. Not literally, but there's significantly fewer of them nowadays than there used to be. Library of Alexandria is probably one of the most plug-and-play out of the three that are in this dungeon, which are like, I think, Library, some red spell or something, and Bazaar of Baghdad. But it's probably the weakest out of those. Anyway, so back to what I was talking about here. So Yargle was quite infamous for, first of all, being called Yargle and being very, very silly. And it was a completely vanilla legendary 9/3 creature for 4 mana in Magic that was released semi-recently. And by semi-recently, I mean, god damn, that was more than 5 years ago. Oh, it turns to dust. So Yargle ended up just being like this sort of joke card that ended up coming back as a combined creature in the set March of the Machine, where it was Multani and Yargle, and it was teaming up with another character. This time, Multani and Yargle, which was a 6-drop, I think it's 3 generic, 2 green, and a black. It's green and black, I remember that. But it's a tremendous 18-6. With no what the fuck are all these islands doing in my... What the shit? Something has gone horribly wrong. My deck is full of... That's weird. I don't know what caused this or why. Am I under some sort of curse? Kind of. Except that imagine if Shape Snatch was also like... I don't know, minimum 3,200 attack. I guess if Shape Snatch had Masked Beast stats or something, where it would still basically be unplayable because it has a very crusty cost and it's completely ability free in a world where every creature has a lot of abilities. Oh, and also, let's not forget that if you that it's also as though it were attacking every opposing monster as though it were in defense position, because it wouldn't be able to deal combat damage to your opponent's life total. Because in Magic, you don't damage your opponents unless you, you know what? Sure, we'll attack with this dude. I am befuddled by what has happened to our deck here. So basically, like if I swung this guy who's 2/2 at, and this guy only had this 1/1 up, I wouldn't be dealing combat damage to his life total because the attack would be like blocked, unless he had the ability Trample. So basically, imagine that you have a ridiculous bow tie monster here, and it has like crazy ass stats, but also it exists in a metagame where every single monster is an effect monster, which does something really interesting. And on top of all that, it can't do damage. So, by the way, I don't know where any of my real cards are or why I'm, like, absolutely full of comical amounts of islands here. We're going to just burn this Citadel Druid down with our desert. I could use my pit trap, but I'd rather not. Instead, we draw this and GTFO. I'm slightly flummoxed by this bit of glitch. So, can I, like... Unfortunately, I can't check my deck or anything in here. And if I press escape, I'm pretty sure I just auto-leave. So now I gotta think if... What I'm pretty sure is Bazaar of Baghdad and Wheel of Fortune are worth giving up here. For the time being. This dungeon will reappear later elsewhere, so it ain't all bad. As much as I would love to have Wheel. So I think I'm going to withdraw. And now I'm going to go look at my deck once I get to town and see that nothing has changed. I do not know what happened in that last fight, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, Multani and Yargle was another very, very funny card, but in particular, the goofy flavor text that you see on the Yu-Gi-Oh card that I posted in there that I threw together called Urborg Yargle is a reference to that. And also the fact that it's 1800, 600 stats refer to the original being a 9/3 and just multiply the numbers by 200 because... Well, because the factor made sense. And also... I was about to say, and also base Yu-Gi-Oh! Life total is 200 times that of Magic, but I'm incorrect. It's 400. On the other hand, even if it's for a bit, I think that a level 4 normal monster with 3600 attack, even in the state that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in, would kind of be a little bit too far for something that requires no tribute. And I'm pretty sure, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I made it a fiend too. So like, it's in a played type. No, it's an aqua. Never mind. It's dark anyway. So I mean, that's still kind of close to. It'd be kind of stupid as fuck. Anyway, this guy's got red cards, I think. Yeah. Let's go and beat up this fellow who's been menacing the town. Well, I can afford to lose a stunted growth because I've got 2 in the deck, but also disc as a thing that we can win. Neviniral's disc, also known sometimes as Larry Niven's disc, because the name is Larry Niven spelled backwards. For those of you who don't know, Larry Niven is a fantasy author who I think wrote most of his most famous work in the 70s, as quite a lot of them did. But obviously that sort of aesthetic and style were wildly inspirational to MTG. So... Oh, now that's just rude. Genuinely, is that necessary? Also, I suppose this isn't really very necessary either. Yeah, she cast Dark Writ and played a Wall of Bone. Well, that's gonna suck to get through. Maybe we'll get a... Maybe we'll draw Fireball. No, instead we'll draw Nature's Lore, which is fine. I'm getting so mana flooded right now, but hey. If it gets him out of the deck, that's great. I'll hold this Bolt for now. Let's have... Oh, destroy that creature if it attacked this turn. Okay, yeah. I can play this Argothian Treefolk, and that is something that'll make her waste a removal spell. Shit. She do kind of look the part a little bit, doesn't she? You have no mana available, thank goodness, so I can do that. And sure, I take an extra 2 damage from that attack, but that creature is dead now. And we get to just keep sitting here and not drawing shit. Good times. Hey, she played another Diabolic Machine. Excellent. So I can at least trade with it. You know what? Sure, we'll take that. And yes! Yes! Get out! There we go. Oh god. I see that big dragon. Get that thing away from me. Ah! Just like the Pitbull. Shut the fuck up, you idiot. I almost just leaned back so hard in my chair that I fell. Almost fell. Good job. You. Immediately enters chat, mentions Pitbull. Almost kills me and then leaves, right? That's what's going to happen here. Oh my god. Oh. What do we got? What do we got? Can we get anything good here? I'm having a moment. Oh, we've got Conquer. We can just steal lands from people. That's cool. Blood Moon. We can turn all non-basic lands into mounts. That actually would probably fuck us. Never mind. Goblin Warrens. I don't have enough goblins to really make use of that, but it's a good card otherwise. Glacial Crevasses. This is a strange card. Sack your snow mountains to prevent combat damage. What, in red? Yeah, Earthbind, we've seen that before. Elemental Augury. That could be fun. But nah. Land's Edge. Land's Edge. Discard a card if the discarded card was a land card. Unfortunately, it is any player can activate this ability, so that'll probably get me killed more often than it will help. On the other hand, Mana Flare is pretty fun. Mudslide is a thing. I was gonna say there's no Raging. There is Raging River in this. Oh yeah, Raging River. This is one of those cards from the early days of Magic that the rules handling really is not there for. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, each defending player divides all creatures without flying they control into a left pile and a right pile. Then, for each attacking creature you control, choose left or right. That creature can't be blocked this combat except by creatures with flying and creatures in a pile with the chosen label. So it's like you're on two sides of a river, and that's where all the shit's going on. It's a very cool and flavorful idea, but you can tell the fact that they need a fucking doctoral thesis here for explanatory text for a mono red card too is like, ooh, now you fucked up. Smoke. Oh my god. God, I forgot just how much red control stuff there was back in the old days. Smoke. Players can't untap more than one creature during their untap steps. Oh, yeah. That's not a red effect anymore, that's for sure. But also, that's gross. Hey, do you like Winter Orb? You want a version of it for creatures? Because if you do, you're a fucking asshole. Anyway. Stormworld. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, deals 4 damage, where X is 4 minus the number of cards in their hand. Actually, this is kind of bad for red, because you'll probably burn yourself down first. Stormbind. Discard 2, discard a card at random, deals 2 damage to target creature or player. So, this is actually probably a card I would pick up. Like, you look at this and you're like, oh man, the rate on that is dog shit. But once you get to a certain point in the game, once you get to a certain point in the game, you can just play this and be like, okay, actually the cards in my hand don't matter so much as killing you with uncounterable damage, because remember, that's not a spell, that's an ability, and things that counter activated abilities are obscenely rare. Winter's Night. Whenever a player taps a snow land for mana, adds 1 mana of any type that land produced, and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Interesting, but you know, like, no. So let's take a look at what else we got here around here. Are there any good creatures? Are there any like good red-green creatures? I know, being like, hey, good creatures in this era. I mean, Ball Lightning. Ball Lightning kicks ass, but unfortunately, the amount of times that we're going to be able to play Ball Lightning is like once with our deck. every year or so. So my goal here is to see if there's any halfway decent red-green creatures. I got this Centaur Archer who can shoot dudes with flying. That's kind of okay. We can do better than that, though, I think. Hey, giant trapdoor spider. They wanted to be very specific with that. As it can exile itself and target creature without flying that's attacking you. So it'll just be like yoink. Whoop. This is actually kind of nice because it can block a creature and then it can activate that ability on a different creature and it can just like neutralize two attackers. It's a lot of setup to do it, but it's kind of playable. I don't hate it. I do, however, like other things better. For example, Goblin King. I do like this guy a good bit. Oh man, check out that crown. Those are some very tall, pointy bits on it. I was about to say, and he's got no ears, but I'm wrong. He does have ears. Goblin Mutant. Ooh, that thing's got hit with some very weird magic, I think. Goblin Rock Sled. This seems like a bit of a nuke, but it can really only be used on red players, so bleh. Goblins of the Flarg, who have Mountain Walk, and when you control a dwarf, sacrifice them because of their racism. Granite Gargoyle. It's got reverse fire breathing. You pay red mana to make its ass bigger. Pretty generic gray ogre here. Whose club has some very funky perspective going on. Hazazon Tamar. Oh, I would love to play this boy, but like, I don't think this is happening in this period. He's a 3-color creature. Color fixing in this period is kind of poopy. But also, he can just show up and be like, hey, look at all these dudes I bring with me. Unfortunately, if he dies, you lose all of your Sand Warriors. All of your Tusken Raiders. But on the other hand, he waits to put them onto the battlefield until next turn, which is very weird, but you can do some very funny stuff with him combo-wise if you have disgusting amounts of mana. Although at that point, it's like, well, why don't you just win the game? But that wouldn't stop me from playing it. Gwendolyn the Corsi. I'm not sure if I can show that on Twitch. Heartwolf, which sounds a lot cooler than it actually is. 2 vanilla creatures back-to-back. Hurjackal. I like the art, but not really an impressive creature. Hyperion Blacksmith. This is just a statue. Come on. Ironclaw Orcs. Jacques Lever. Oh, God, he's French. Ew. Gerard of the Closed Fist, not to be confused with the other Gerard from elsewhere in Magic lore. Joven. Here's the other guy who goes with, what's his name? Chandler, who we saw last time, who's just literally just some dude. This is also literally just some dude. This guy absolutely looks like he listens to a lot of Metallica. Is that mean to say? Karplusan Giant. Wow, that thing's overcosted. Karplusan Yeti. Ooh, deals damage equal to its power target creature. Okay, yeah, so it fights target creature at the drop of a hat. Just punch things in the face. As they do. Keldon Warlord. I forget who this artist is, but they only drew like 2 magic cards. Power and toughness each equal the number of non-wall creatures you control. This is an effect that would be in white today. As I'm just telling you about all these cards as I keep looking around to see if there's anything good here. And the answer is, honestly, I am barking up the wrong tree here. And I probably should just pick up, like, Goblin King or something. Mountain Titan. Ooh, do you have lots of mana to sink into a creature to slowly build it up from being a junk 2/2? Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. Hey, look, it's another Yeti. Surprising amount of Yetis in Magic. That could be useful under certain conditions. Orcish Artillery and Orcish Cannoneers. These two are the exact same card, basically. Yeah, in fact, this is even an Orc Warrior, so it's literally the same card except for the name. It taps to deal 2 damage to any target and 3 to you, so... That's a monstrously, You gotta be careful with that thing. Orcish Spy. Tap to look at top 3 cards of target player. That is such a weird ability for red. But you don't get to shuffle around the order on it. You just get to look at the top cards of target opponent or something. Which is neat, I guess. Org. Palladia Morris. Pretty big, but still an 8-drop, jeez. Bull. Rock of Courageous. I'm kind of tempted to pick this up just because it's a budget-ish flyer. Oh, right. That thing gets passed around a lot. Ruck Egg. Now, if I could just, like, do combos with this thing, this would actually be a decent card. I think it... Yeah, Shivan Dragon is something that can close the game out decently, so that could be the play, but it feels like good removal actually exists in this period, so that's slightly upsetting. This can shuffle opponents' libraries whenever it feels like. That's neat. That thing is gross. Stang, but I haven't seen the one Stang that I've had except for once, so I don't even know if that's worth doing. Tempest free target opponent. This card at random from their hand. Exchange ownership. That's pretty bad even for the exchange cards. Tetsuo Umezawa. Now, if I could actually afford to use that decently, that'd be a good card. But as it stands, no such luck. It's a heck of a helmet going on there. Two-headed giant of 4 eyes, as it were, because, well, what an incredibly awful pun. I mean, not that I'm a stranger to those, but still. And you know what? Just give me a Taiga. That's fine. That'll do. Give me more decent lands. Actually, how many lands do I have in the deck if I throw Library of Alexandria in there? 18, 21, 2, 4, 25. I think that's... it would be... I think it's okay. We've got 54 cards in the deck now because we put Disc in there. Pick that up, and wow, Veldrain of Sengir, you are that expensive for a card this bad. You kidding me? You're not kidding me. Golgothian Silex, this is an interesting card. Costs 4, 1 and tap it. Each non-token permanent originally printed in the Antiquities expansion is sacrificed by its controller. This is one of the 3 expansion hosing cards in all of Magic's history. And you can probably tell that for a long-running game that is like this, that's a really bad idea. I kind of get the feeling that this was designed originally as being more like a traditional tabletop game where it would be like a set of cards you would purchase all as one. And then you'd buy all the expansions, you know, kind of like Munchkin and shit like that. And then they changed it later to be this, you know, boosters-oriented game, a trading card game, as it were. The first of such. And then they didn't really delete these designs from any of the early design files. So, yeah, if you're out there and you're making a trading card game, do not make things like this. It's a bad idea, especially if your game ends up lasting long. Because then it just becomes ever more confusing. Amulet of Swamp Walk from Crag Shrine, which is all the way over yonder. Oh. Let's check out them boat chunks. And not get anything of real use. Ah! No! I don't want to give up the fireball. Are you kidding me? Just like the Pitbull song. Wait, what? Defeat the Seer and you will reward me with a blue amulet. You know what? It's money in the bank as long as I find one of these bozos. Arcane Denial. Ooh. That's a card that probably looks really bad, but it's very playable in any deck and can turn out to be pretty clutch. So it's hard to truly dislike. Misinformation. What is this? Put up to 3 target cards from an opponent's graveyard on top of their library in any order. Yeah, actually, I will pick that up. That is neat. I don't think I would ever use it, but it's cool. Cast Blizzard only if you control a snowland. Oh, ew. That sucks. Cocoon. Oh my god, why is this thing so many words? No. Concordant Crossroads. Might be pretty alright. Cyclone. Dark Heart of the Wood. Sack of Forest to gain 3 life. You got to be real careful about this, especially because we are going at like high speed where possible. We're in the realm of high speed dirt here, so we don't need that. Instill energy, of course. Gaia's Touch. Isn't this a common, so I can get this for a single single amulet? Yeah, I don't think actually trying to play Kudzu would be a good idea. As much as I do appreciate that card, that's actually kind of a bad card. But it's a fun bad card. Gaia's Touch, however, give me that, and let me get one of them wild growths. Yeah, so Gaia's Touch. Yeah, you can see activate this ability only anytime you can cast and only once each turn. The only once each turn thing for it being a 0 cost, this is kind of like giving an enchantment a tap ability, but they don't like to actually give enchantments tapping abilities because of reasons. I don't know. Fuck it, we'll put Instill Energy in there. We're basically going to almost a full deck here. As we leaned this hard into green for some reason. Oh shit, I didn't even see Hypnotorac there. Yes! How's my swamps looking? Not good enough. Give me that. Yes, I want the Swamp Walk ability. Now... Oh, dude, I am not doing that. That Orcish Lumberjack is way too valuable for me. This, however, this is fine. Even if I lose here, like, I'm giving up a really bad creature, so I'm fine with that. Let's take a mulligan. That's better. I don't have any red in hand for now, so I'll tuck Lightning Bolt. That's fine. Play this desert. Oh, I can't kill that with a desert. That's alright. My expectations were pretty low! Shit. That makes me unhappy. That makes me a lot happier. Just replaying it. Get a butt. Oh, God. Well, okay, obviously this is better than the alternative, but I just want to point out that, man, Boomerang sure is a card. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. That could be anything. I'm so glad the guy didn't target my Wild Growth Forest, because he could have done that, and Boomerang, a.k.a. Blue Sinkhole. What monster decided that that was a good card to create? Well, we can't lose Deadly Insect, so... Kiss my butt. I guess I'll also play Instill Energy on my land leeches. And... yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to do that. And I'm not going to get an orb of any kind because it dies instantly. Phantom Monster. Ew. Ew. I didn't like that. Well. Hey, we're getting the 2 damage in because you're not going to just scoop. It'd be stupid. Anyone else enjoying them 0/0 orbs? Oh, rude. Hi, Time Elemental. This card. Oh, this card. This is a card that, under certain circumstances, can be a very powerful prison effect, but otherwise, it's a 2-mana 0/2 that, when it attacks or blocks, you sack it and lose 5 life. That's a choice. That exists for some reason. I'll take these and go away. That's all I gotta say to you, horse. Leave me in peace. I'm a little busy here. Give me that blue amulet, because that's what I was expecting as a reward. Okay, yeah, we'll fight this cleric. If I lose a war mammoth, whatever. Absolutely gutted I will be. Tuck that. Gaia's Touch. Yeah. No biggie. Oh yeah, I could probably have actually played that, couldn't I? Play that, and... let's just kill that creature real quick, because I'm not drawing shit. Alright, sure, we'll play Stang. Oh, you suck, dude. Everyone here's got just so much goddamn removal. Well, whatever. And blow up the whole field. God, I really just... how many more of those do you have, my dude? And he's playing another Meekstone. I'll play Gaia's Touch, because I'm still sitting here not drawing any lands. Do I stunted growth this guy and just, like, slow him down? And I think the answer is... yes! The answer is yes! Because this stupid game! Why would you do that? Excuse me. But that legitimately made no sense. That's, like, the stupidest thing that I've seen this AI do. Possibly ever? Okay, maybe not anywhere near ever, but also... sweet Christ, man. Exile 2 target up. Wow. Yeah, I mean, those were your only targets, weren't they? That wasn't that bad of a fight. It's just... I'm over here looking at this machine just like, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? You are out of your fucking mind. Meekstone can go to hell. This River Merfolk is not necessarily super valuable. You know, Nicol Bolas, you're not going to win me any games anytime soon, so I will dump that in the hole, and... yeah, you just had the same advice before. Okay. Now we've gathered up a little bit more food so we can actually get around... oh, you've got Meekstone in effect here. Okay. That may or may not be a problem. I don't know yet. We got a couple of, like... small junk creatures anyway, so I think we'll probably be okay. Although, man, this place is just crawling with these fat fucking dragons, isn't it? Like... and then there's a... well, okay, a Conjurer is 10 max HP. That's respectable. I'll drop this. Sage of Latnam. Okay, yeah, second artifact to draw a card. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. Come on. I mean, I respect that you're trying to mess with me, but also, come on, dude. Yeah, see, he's just immediately doing that, and he's playing a Zuran Spellcaster instead. He just took the combat damage. That was kind of to be expected. Cyclone, yeah, he deletes my Shannon and Dryads, which means, quite honestly, there's even less reason for me to not do that. So, nice jokes, dude. And he plays a bunch of those. I do not pay that. But I'll go ahead and blow up all of his, like, 800 artifacts over there, because I'm not interested in dealing with that. Plays Browse. Well, that's a good way to destroy your entire deck, so I approve. Plays Shambling Strider. Can I see his exiled cards? That's it. Oh. Okay, yes, I can see his exile. So I can see that he dumped an Eola pile and 3 lands. So whatever he had must have been pretty good. It's not a Force Spike, though, so he can't stop me from that. Mishra's Workshop is probably the worst card here. Requires 2 green and 1 colorless to cast. Is Stormbind, I believe. But that's also wrong. But hey, we got Ancestral Recall, so who cares? Notoriously OP Ancestral Recall. Instant speed, 1 blue mana, target player draws 3 cards. Hell yeah. You love to see it. Because it also means you just found a couple $1,000, basically, if you find one in your couch or something. Yes, even if it's that badly mangled, I'm pretty sure anybody who is worth their salt in terms of playing Magic will be like, yeah, absolutely. Toughness of 1. Medallion Mage, I believe. Yes. That was the card I was thinking of, in fact, so that's pretty cool. Okay, am I gonna have to... Scrib Sprites, that's better than the... Well, I don't have to do another fight, so who cares? Mana Drain! Yo, that card is real good. It used to be a lot worse, and then they took away Mana Burn, and that made it from strategic to busted. So thanks a lot, Wizards. Oh yeah, there's genuinely no reason for me to be there. And let's fight this Archangel, I guess. Even though we are not really liking our position here. That Library of Alexandria is not going to do us a whole lot of good, unfortunately. Because we were on the play. Let's move to combat, and... I mean, I guess I could sit here and just not advance my board state any if I wanted to, but... Yeah, you can't get anything through inheritance that time. Neener, neener. Move to combat, and... Soul Grail. Yeah, of course... Of course you're selecting white. That would be the only color you can really use for that, isn't it? This is a large creature who is totally monocolor, correct? And the answer there is... Yeah, probably. And you have no tricks to get away from that, so... yeah, give me some new clues for Ruins of Suchan. North of Andor Spire. Okay, well, we know where it moved to now, anyway. I probably don't need new clues to get that, but I don't know offhand, so... Be the witch, and you'll give me a black amulet. Sure, sure thing. I just saw one of those. No, that's a warlock, isn't it? Slightly different, technically speaking. There we go. I don't like the ante that I have to put up here because that's taking one of my fat boys out of the deck, but I'll deal. I'll deal with it. And generally be kind of sad, probably. Yeah, play the forest and combat. And we'll play Cyclone and just wait, basically. Yeah, we'll do this. That's fine. Shannon and Dryads are going to die this turn anyway, so... Whatever. And play that, and move forward. Do you have plays this turn? You do, actually. And you're not paying that for the... Well, I guess because then you can regenerate your Limdul's High Guard, right? Oh, now hold up. Let me actually use that. Oh, well. I mean, I basically just win next turn, so... And we're not in a dungeon, so it works great. Oh, that has Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, did I say earlier, did I imply that the dungeon with Bazaar of Baghdad had Wheel of Fortune in it? I'm stupid. It had Strip Mine as the other card. Ooh, that's a menacing looking dungeon, alright. Mound of the Warrior Kings, and I'm pretty sure that was a Meek Stone that we just saw. That I accidentally clicked past a little too fast. And it's mostly blue dudes in here again? We're getting a lot of blue dudes dungeons here. And starting this place with nothing, but I think we can deal with this. Stang is about to rest and rip probably if we have a really bad time, but also, I mean, he didn't really get a chance to do nothing anyway, so, eh. Yeah, sure, let's kill off your first stage at Latinam. Now, I really wish the game could actually give me some more land. This is moderately bothersome, mostly because I just... God, I really do end up either getting completely flooded or completely mana screwed. One or the other, and there's no in between. Okay, that's not true, but it feels like it sometimes. Damn it. Yeah, he's not taking that for too much longer. Well, he's stacking all those conch horns pretty severely, so... Fair enough, I guess. Put wild growth on that, and... Hey, yeah, enjoy your... that. He's got another Tim, and he's just gonna do direct damage to me. The classic. Alright. Swing. He's assigning no blockers, so it's time to die. You fool. I'm surprised you didn't keep mana up for a counterspell. Jeez. Oh boy, we gain extra life for the next fight. Who cares? We got wheel. That's the important part. If we die now, I'll be sad because I'll still lose a card, but aside from that, we got the important part of we got wheel. So now I'm trying to actually get at the next treasure card here. Sea Dragon. You seem like you might have big creatures, actually, so... Meekstone might be a problem for you. And I'd appreciate that on a certain level. Oh, I played the wrong card there. Oh, well. Yep, go ahead and spend that mana. That's fine. Alright, and play Gaia's Touch. Drop that. And pass turn. Phantasmal Terrain. Oh, you are a rude fellow. All right, let's drop disc and pass turn. Get mana. And kaboom! Deadly Insect. Let's go, everybody. And I'll play Clay Statue. Oh! Now there's a hefty boy. We got a Clay Statue. Well, I got a Clay Statue. We've got Sea Serpent out there on the field. Not for long, mind you, but there he goes. Oh, rude. Yeah, it's fine. Get some more life. I wish that transferred outside of the dungeon. We get a Mox! Hell yeah! It's not a good one, really, because white kind of sucks, but... I mean, it's still a Mox. I'm probably still gonna run it. Merchant Scroll is pretty nice, too. So we've got all the treasure cards. We actually don't really have to do anything else here, so I'm not going to. Sadly, we don't get to keep our Deadly Insect in the next duel, but hey. All considered, that was pretty alright. Take a black creature spell west. Okay, I mean, I wish that I'd be able to actually pick which one, because you're probably going to take my Balduvian Dead or something. When Raiders is right there, dog. But, hey. Where is being attacked by... Oh my god, that's so far away. I'll just pay this guy to piss off. I don't feel like it. Oh, I really don't feel like it. These take half my... Wow! And in exchange, I get a King Solomon. Whatever. Yes, I already know about that. Can I sell this guy for, like, 95? I mean... The ability to kill a Jinn or a Freet with him is not the most important thing in the world. But hey. He's worth more than that as a consequence, I'll tell you that. And what are you eating? My Janoon and Freet. Oh, I forgot I had that. That's okay. I'm not mad, actually. That's not really a very good... Good lord, everything is expensive here. I mean, I'll take the Hymn to Torak because it's there, but... Oh, I'm gonna barf. Did I put the Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't put the Mox in there yet. Well... Load it up, and Wheel of Fortune as well. Oh, I don't have enough money for the Haggler's coin. That's unfortunate. No, I have to right-click to save. Yeah, because I actually want to save my file. Because we've been playing for like an hour and a half, and I haven't felt the need for it in a bit. So, surely that's not going to last. Oh, god damn it. Of course I took the play, and there's Library of Alexandria just sitting in my hand. Just, how you doing? Oh, I'm so stupid. Classic. I don't get to use it. Actually, I get to use it this turn. That's right. I ain't playing shit this turn anyway. And he's got an untap a land dude here. I draw a card only if you have exactly 7 in hand. So... I don't think I have 2 drops in this deck, really. Like, okay, I could theoretically draw Pit Trap. Holy shit, dude, do you mind? What do you need all that mana for? Well, here. Get that shit out of here. Oh, ouch. And of course, Dickhead has fucking Pendelhaven in play. I'm so happy about that. He has no cards in hand, so Stunted Growth is worthless. Nice. Okay, sure. Let's just punch that guy in the nuts. I can use this during my opponent's turn, right? Yeah. Excellent. Draw a card. I mean, it's not going to give me anything in this combat, really, but... Oh, he's... Heart of Yavimaya lets him hand out buffs? I didn't realize that. Wow. Also, I am just so full of green mana right now. I don't have... I basically don't have plays, period. And why did you just do that, game? What did I ever do to you to deserve that? All right. Okay, so now he's probably going to distribute his... He's not going to distribute his buffs. He's just going to let his Findorn elves die and kill my war mammoth. Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's a strategy of sorts. Right, we play that. I will activate Library of Alexandria, and I will draw a card that I can't play. Damn it. Well, I'm actually going to pitch Wheel, because at this point, it's not doing anything for me. Oh no, I took 1 damage from the tree. I said, go. Game. Wake up. Come on. How much mana do I have right now? I've got 6 after I activate Library, plus another 3 if I decide to sack Gaia's Touch. Which I don't believe I'm going to do. I am, however, going to play my Deadly Insect and pass turn. And we're going to keep the tracker available in case we need to give someone a good wailing. No, seriously, where are all of my... Why? Oh, man, I need to just stop using the auto mana because it is, like, the stupidest thing in this game. It is so effing moronic. Well, enjoy not using that, dude. Because now I feel compelled to do something with that mana. Okay, let's see what you got. Yeah, that's fine. Oh no, I took 1 damage from a tree. That's the weakest tree I've ever seen. Go to combat. You got nothing, dude. Get out of here. Channel, Demonic Tutor, Mana Crypt. Give me the dungeon clue, actually. He gives me 4 more life in the next duel after all of that irritation. Message west to Zephyr Oasis, and he will give us some more life. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much just straight west, actually. Which is a shock. We're on kind of the outskirts of the map here. Black amulets for any creatures. Were there any, like, decent creatures in green that I was like, hey, I could really use that? I mean, we've always got duh birds. Not that guy. Duh birds. Unfortunately, the bears aren't actually very useful in this. Otherwise, I would certainly consider. Ooh, Elvish Spirit Guide. That's a fun card. But also, I mean, so I was gonna say, is that? Oh, it's other green creatures. Never mind. You're kind of bad. mean, honestly, this is an era where you don't have good creatures. So I don't know who I think I'm fooling by searching through all of these. Wood Elemental. It's really bad. How about black creatures? Can we find anything here that are like halfway decent that I'd actually want to play? Not Cemetery Gate. Not the Pantera song, you know. Quombage Witches. I mean, they're usable, but I don't like them very much, actually. Dead, what the hell is it? Each equal to the number of snowlands you control? Who cares? Darylore. This thing is real bad. Ooh, oof. Fallen Angel. I could probably play this with the right deck and use this as just sort of a game ender. But honestly, if I want black creatures, this is like the best one by a country mile. So defeat an undead knight. Ew. I don't like that very much, but I'll take it anyway because the rewards are pretty good. We got a Mind Stealer. These guys, I think, have the possibility of some pretty good rewards. They're also playing Dimir, so that does kind of rack my nerves a little bit, but I'm sure it could be worse. Hey, take some damage, dude. Unfortunately, he did just play Sanger Vampire, which is not something I want to see. Ever, if I'm being completely honest with you. Oh, God. Oh, he is playing the greatest hits here by a margin, all right. Please draw me a good card. Orcish Lumberjack. It's not really the good card I want right now, but it might actually get me ahead a little bit here. Good Lord, how many of these do you have? I'm going to play Stang and hope that I don't get fucked on this one. Oh God, he's playing the Abomination. Ooh. Oh, we're just gonna die here, aren't we? Yeah, just take this and go home. I'm just gonna concede. What was I losing? Tarpon, whatever. I mean, that's a 1-drop, which is kind of sad to lose that, but piss off. I even have a Script Sprites in here. That's a better 1-drop. Oh God, I don't have enough money to tell this guy to fuck off. And I'm anteing the Mox Pearl. Ooh. Oh, this is about to probably be a reset because that... I don't like that. Just to, you know, put it bluntly, I don't like that. Did you really think I wasn't going to do that, my dude? Scram. I mean, on top of everything, I'm not getting good draws. So... do I play this? Do I play this now, or do I just wait? I think I'm gonna gun it. Let's... Let's hope for some good land draws here. So that way I can blow this guy up. Yes, that's actually kind of perfect. Oh, of course I'm going to block the Graders. Bah. A pity. But hey, if he wants to pay the mana to... And he's playing Oubliette. That makes me feel a little bad, I guess, but... Only a little bit. He plays a Lost Soul. Now, we don't pay that because we can't pay it. Play that, and that is a clutch mountain draw. Get out. Get out of my life, you jerk. Oh, hey, where am I going? Zephyr Oasis, that's the other way. Now, thankfully, this dude gave me some trash cards to throw out. Like Black Carriage, that thing is not good. Graders can burn in hell. What else? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a Knight of Stromgall. That's actually a good card. That I will keep. No, go away. That's not a deck I can fight very effectively because it's too fast. Rewarded with any creatures of my choice. Well, that's probably going to be a Hypnotic Spectre, but just to make absolutely sure, I'm going to look around through some other cards here. Ooh, Shazam Jin. This is a pretty efficient creature for the time, but also I don't know that I want to pay the life all the time. Yeah, I don't know who I'm kidding thinking it's not going to be the boy, but just to do another little bit of scanning here. If I see anything good. Again, I wish Tetsuo Umezawa was playable in this era. I wish we had the mana base for it. But that doesn't exist. Pestilence Rats. It's Plague Rats, but kind of the same, really. The Black Knight. One of those is probably good. What's that sell for? $2.95? Fucking ripoff merchant. Yeah, I decided I'm not using that, so meh. Alright. Now what? I think I start by picking that up and begin a quest. Take a green sorcery spell north of the Keeper of Amanax's Mill. Sure. Do I have green sorceries in here? Do I own, like, a single green sorcery, period? I think I have just, like, Nature's Lore. And that's it. But I don't want to dump that. I could throw out a Stunted Growth, but I don't want to throw out a Stunted Growth. Anyway. I guess we'll just have to worry about Trouble at the Mill, huh? Let's take on this Warlock. I actually trust this guy to be a little bit more fightable than the other dude. Shockingly enough. Oh, hell yeah. Start with a Mox Pearl. You better believe that I am all over that. What I'm not really all over is dumping all that mana into the graveyard. Not this early, anyway. I think now I can pull the trigger on wheeling and dealing. And pass turn, he's got a Scavenging Ghoul. All right, dude. You play that if you feel like. All right, now. Yeah, sorry. Drop a land. And here's where I just passed the turn. And he plays his Gangrenous Zombies. Oh, he's got a Zombie Master out there. Ooh. I'm real glad I didn't throw out my Lightning Bolt right away, because, yeah, we want that shit out of here. And now, because this thing can't be trusted, Stang. There we go. Throw that guy out there, and okay, so that says destroy that creature if it attacked this turn. So I gotcha. Only before the combat damage. Okay, I thought it was before blocks are declared, and that is not the case. Again, we're trying to be careful here so that way this stupid thing doesn't suddenly decide to self-destruct. Oh, he's got a big board. All right, sir. I respect it. But also, kind of, fuck you. I'm turning everybody sideways. Let's do this. And he's doing some blocks. Well, a couple of creatures are dying here at least, so... yeah. Sure, that Scavenging Ghoul is going to be able to regenerate quite a bit, but who cares? I think I just win here. Yeah. Leave me in something or other here. I'll take his cards because, honestly, I want his money. Hellfire. Our life total is still a little bit low for me to want to play cards that would burn me. But under the right circumstances, this would be a 5-mana Plague Wind. So I would pick it up later, I guess, if I decide to go that hard with black. Soulburn, however, can just kind of go. That's too expensive. I'll play Drain Life, but not that. But I won't play that. Wait. That guy's dead. Anyway. Ooh, I see a captured city there that I could go after. I don't really want to fight this witch. That seems like a load of bad times happening. Let's save and go after the captured city. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, all you've got is a 10 life, dude. We're anteing lightning bolts. I mean, that's not the greatest ante that I've ever done, but I'll keep this hand even though it's kind of less than ideal. She do start with a Zephyr Falcon, so that's not necessarily the sort of thing I'd love to see anytime, but provided I draw enough mana to get my catapult online, that thing is no concern of mine whatsoever. Let's do that. And off you go. Get. Hey. Untap. And swing. Aw, boo. Oh, well. Board's clear. Well. I've got an Argothian Treefolk, which might actually be kind of good here. Yeah, with all of these Eola piles, she seems content to just shit uncontrollably. I'm feeling like this is a good card. That's 1 mana to activate. Okay. Swing. No plays? Well, I think I'm taking the game here, everybody. Yep. Easy. Oh god, you have a book for a text, don't you? Acadian Money Changer enters the battlefield with 3 credit counters on it. Enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to you at the beginning of your upkeep. Put sacrifice, gain 1 life for each credit counter. Activate this ability only during your upkeep. That's shit. I hate it. Leave me. Why has that thing got like an entire book for a text? That's such a bad card. This one's pretty unimpressive too, but mostly because we're not going to be playing Soldier Kindred anytime soon. Oh wow, look at that. 2 Diamond Valleys. Okay. Oh, this is a place for us to load the fuck up. Save, because we saved that town. Oh, hey, look, a camel for 5 gold. Alright, dude. You are something that I am a little bit too happy to fight, maybe, but hey. Alright, it's time for some not so solid snake battle here. Put that on our thing. Please let me draw just 1 more mana. Leaping Lizard. That's fun. What's that? -0, -1 and gains flying until end of turn. Okay. I think I'd rather play the clay statue then. Giant turtle. Well, okay. Wow, look at all this stuff that she's throwing out there. This enemy is throwing at me. Fine, I'll block the turtle. Now let's tap that for its mana. And bomb the field. And let's do that. Oh boy, another turtle. Wow. Look at all these fucking turtles. That's a lot of turtles. Cockatrice. Ew. Ew. I ain't happy about that. I mean, I'm even less happy about the fact that now I'm not drawing anything, so... I'm probably about to lose this battle just by virtue of not drawing shit. Oh, there we go. And now stunted growth is useless because this goofball's hand is empty. Dang it. I guess as long as you're playing a mana sink of some kind, then I guess stunted growth acquires a little bit more value. Kinda. As you continue to shit out snakes with your serpent generator there. Yeah, Boltress and block it. That's fine. That's a perfectly acceptable trade, really. And here, let's have that thing fight that. Play Gaia's Touch, and... I also will cast Instill Energy. Oh yeah, I have to click OK for that. On the tracker. So that way, it can block a snake if I have to. And see, now we're free to pop this thing open and play Deadly Insect, untap our tracker, and off we go to the races here. And by races, I mean the slowest race you could possibly imagine. But hey, thankfully, since tracker heals the end of every turn, I can just keep poking those guys to death, and I can manage this guy's creatures pretty nicely. I have another Taiga in here, right? Or is that my ante right now or something? There it is. The problem is that I'm just kind of blind. Anyway, let's kill that turtle real quick. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. That. I'm gonna wait on. Alright, untap. Wheel. Yeah, perfect! That's what I was hoping for. Honestly, I could very likely have done that anyway, but I just was not sure. I didn't trust that way. But we got ourselves a green sorcery that we can feed these people. They took my Desert Twister, right? They didn't take something out of my deck, did they? They took something out of my deck. And I don't see what they took. Well, that's very bothersome. I clicked through that a little too fast. That's my bad. Dwarven Demolition Team. I probably do not need that. That's a little bit too specific. Withering Wisps. Oh, I don't really need that either, so that can go. We're done. Green Amulet for any instance. No. Unit Quest. Centaur Shaman. Sure, why not? We got cards in here. Some of them are useful. Fire Sprites? Yeah, sure, actually, that's kind of a flexible card. It's not this Willow Fairy. That's not that good. Never mind. Sandstorm. Yes, we'll take that. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Fire Sprites and Sandstorm. Okay. Now with that, everybody, I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. Let's grab a little bit of that, although it is slightly overpriced. Frog Sanctum. I do not want to deal with this big dragon guy. Oh, we can take an attempt at, like, sieging a castle if we want to fail. Find an amulet of every color. All right. You know what? Let's take a shot at this. This is going to crash and burn hilariously, but at least we get to see what your rock... Oh my god. Oh. I want to barf. Winter Orb. Oh. That's like the worst card ever. I hate Winter Orbs so much. I'd be quite happy to actually get into fist fights over people using that. And I probably shouldn't have thrown away that disc because that's kind of nice. But we did get a bag with some free money in it. If this place is too blocked up, I might leave. And just be like, hey, yeah, I got your money, neener, neener. Get fucked, nerd. Yeah, because all we're getting right now is life points. And this boss is going to have not only Winter Orb, but something else quite strong in effect each time. Oh, hey, I guess the Fungus Master counts as a blue guy, right? Sure. It's a weird, gross, troll-looking thing. Not talking about an internet troll either. Okay, you know what? Let's go and try to fight the Wormdingler and then depart after we no doubt fail. Starts with a Zephyr Falcon. And we do have a Scrib Sprites to start with. Oh, shit. You're serious now, game. I see what you're bringing to the table here. And I hate it. Hey, do you feel like blocking that? You sure do. Kaboom! We're losing the creature anyway. We may as well get at least some damage in. You're untap more than one land per untap. Right. That does also kind of really kick my attempted strategy of using Cyclone in the teeth there, so... I love that. Well, that's okay. You're also going to be slow as balls. So you don't see me minding too much. As long as I get to just keep chipping for 1 damage at a turn here. Then I don't need big plays. Oh, if he's going to keep just building up like a steady wall of defenders... And I suppose it don't matter, none of this matters. Excuse me. I'll play this thing and, I don't know, maybe the guy will think I'm trying to make a play or something. Which is a foolish thing to say, because I ain't making a play here. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, we'll play Desert. Play that. Again, just keep chiseling those life points down slowly but surely. We've got a lightning bolt in hand, so we can end this in just a second. Yep. Now give me your store of money. It wasn't very much. Oh well. Wow, rude. I was busy, dude. Oh well. Let's save. Centaur Shaman is what we're looking for. The Necromancer. Ooh, look at this guy. It's one hell of an impressive robe, actually. Starts with a will-o-wisp. Okay, that's moderately unfortunate, but I suppose I can deal. Oh dear God, that's so much. That's a lot of turn 1 there. That's... Ooh, I don't like that. Well, I might just be getting robbed here. Because I was so unlucky. It happens. Alright, now cast Wall of Ice, doing that. And first thing we do, just put a forest on the battlefield and pass turn. Oh, you suck. That's all. I got nothing else I can say about this guy. Alright, well. Here, I can slow you down and make you have no plays. As I struggle over here to find... Yes! Good. Kill that thing. Okay, that's bought me some time. That has not bought me any time whatsoever. It's bought me some time, actually. One, two, and three. I have one life left. I am up shit creek without a paddle here. Like, holy cow. This was a dismal draw. Yeah, that's good. I got robbed. The game just decided to just mug me. Of like one semi-decent creature, admittedly. It's not like amazing or anything. Oh, there's the guy we're looking for. Yeah, because the Centaur Shaman is a green-black creature, which means that I'm basically about to get kicked in the nadgers pretty badly here, I'm pretty sure, but because for some reason or another... Oh, fuck you. For some reason or another, green-black has basically just always been kind of the strongest color pair in Magic, basically, period. I don't want to wheel yet. I got plays I can make with this hand. And by yet, I mean, honestly, I don't think I want to wheel, period. Yeah, you go ahead and keep doing stuff. Wormwood Tree Folk. Gains Forest Walk and deals 2 damage. Gains Swamp Walk and deals 2 damage to you. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. So, all right, come on, go to combat. You. Oh, he's got a Scavenger Folk. I'll just play the tracker and hope that he's too stupid to kill my pit trap until then. Yes, good. He was too stupid to kill my pit trap. Unfortunately, he brought that back. Okay, well, yeah, go ahead and do that. And he's playing a Whirling Dervish. Cast Scavenger Folk. Be gone, knave. And there's 7 mana on the nose. Get out of here. Mox Emerald. We didn't get the Mox Emerald. Right, yeah, no, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be on the list anymore. Well, okay, I get a real piece of shit card next duel. I'm actually curious what would happen if I bounce it back to my... Would I then gain permanent ownership of it? Probably not, but it would be very interesting if so. Okay, so now we get any instance of our choice, and in this case, I'm just gonna go grab a Dark Writ, because that's kind of the best card in there by a good chunk, especially if we're looking to pivot to black. For 1 red... Wow, that thing was going fast. That thing was just booking it. Anyway, sure, let's do this, and waste. This hand is a lot of mana, but I'll keep it anyway. Yeah, play a Wall of Ice. Well, at least you burned yourself for that, you fool. Great use of your resources. Play that. And move to next turn. Alright, drop Deadly Insect. Power Sink. Well, hey, the upside here, that only requires you to burn your mana abilities of your lands. So I didn't have to make Orcish Lumberjack sack one of my lands. Otherwise, I would have been furious. Oh, you fucker. Doing it again. Wow. Okay. All right. Karma. Yeah, that's useless for you, actually. Unless you've got something to let you change what type of land it is. How would I activate? Oh, yeah, it does target any target. Okay. I have to be a little bit more careful about using the Cyclone, because that... You know what? No, we'll play it. Yeah, I don't really have plays this turn, so I'll just prevent the damage to myself and my Orcish Lumberjack. And swing for 1. And pass turn. And that bounces to my hand. Where it doesn't matter. Untap any number of target... I mean, sure, go for it, dude. Yeah, sometimes the AI just sort of, like, poops itself a little bit mentally. And just kind of goes, oh yeah, I'll just do this random thing. Wow, you're a cold casting force of will. I respect it, actually. That's, in its own right, kind of incredible. Yes! Oh my god, all these cards are bad. On the other hand, it's like, but it's money, but also the Dungeon Clue is like just monstrous cards that we can get from that, so yeah, you better believe that we're going to pick that up, and that's not main map, city info. Done. No, if I want to get dungeon info, it's in here. All right, Dungeons of Frostkeep, west of Ellerin Haven. I would have to go look at the map again. Where do we have Ellerin Haven yet? Oh, we have Ellerin Hall. That's somewhere completely different, though. Any good cards? No. Actually, Warning is potentially useful, but not great. Hallowed Ground only bounces your own lands, so that's kind of butt. upon a diamond mine. Okay, so we can sell our... We can buy cards for these, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, they just kind of take random gems from you, so that's not very useful, but I will take this Shivan Dragon. Oh, that's a... I was going to say a Greater Demon or something. A Nether Fiend. Go to hell. I don't want to fight that. Infernal Medusa. It's not worth much, but I'm not going to use it. And again, City of Brass. I don't find City of Brass plays very well in this just because of the low base life total. I might come to regret that later because I'll end up building up to a good life total. But for now, I'm just like, well, I'll get more at some point, surely. Oh, absolutely not, my dude. Sarmal's Haven, there we go. We're this way. Okay, right. The Haven location is like the big goofy egg thing. I get you now. Get rewarded with a fine green amulet. I'll settle for a pretty decent green amulet if we're being honest here. South of Pyrenean Steading. A very mediocre green flyer. You can go away. I don't want to bid. I don't want to bet that either. I guess I'll fight this sorcerer. I mean, the pit trap going up there is pretty lame, but hey, if we actually draw things to make plays with, then we are in solid shape mana-wise. Unfortunately, I might have to wait for that. Well, we can play Gaea's Touch anyway. And the game can, once again, do very unintelligent mana expenditures here. Alright, let's shoot this random kobold as I take another 3 damage. Hey, fire sprites. There we go. That's a... Why? Anyway. He burnt that down. Okay. Fine. Just the absolute worst string of things that could happen in a turn. Berserk! Wow, okay. I don't think that's such a good idea right now, but... I mean... Oh no, I can't do that. Never mind. I drew just trash. What did I have to give up for this? Oh yeah, it was a pit trap. Well, that, by my own admission, was not doing much. Okay, so Pyrenean Steading, here we are. This is the place that we saw earlier that had that thing. That lets us travel through mountains easier. We found a Goblin Mutant. That's not a good card, but it's definitely really weird looking. Power rating of Leviathan. It's a big boy. We got a Carplucin Forest. I'd rather not use that. Green amulet for green card. Request is defeat a troll shaman who's been menacing the village. Yeah, sure. I don't think I've seen one of those around here, but okay. Destroy target aura attached to a land. It's an incredibly niche effect, really. As we are in mountainous territory, I will take the Enslaved Scout back for now. Yeah, this War Mage guy? Oh, he seems like a nasty fella. 16 life, so he's a little bit big. I'll take first turn, it looks like. That's acceptable. I'm hoping that Sandstorm is useful, because... Oh my god, of course, he's opening up with strip mine shenanigans. Well, that's okay, at least you -1 to your disc. Oh, boy. I love what I'm seeing here. Soul Grail, another one. Well, with any luck... Yes. Perfectly fair trade, actually. Plus, that just makes way for me to play my big dudes with impunity. I mean, pity about the Stone Rain, but okay. I'll live for now. I'm not very happy about that. Just 2 back-to-back. But hey, as long as this dude is keeping the board clear... Because I am still playing a deck about turning dudes sideways. Then it'll be fine. Just don't... Ah, you bastard. Actually, whatever. You didn't play anything this turn. You didn't play anything. I screwed up and didn't even click with both creatures. So, it's fine. Oh, hey, a Tog, which is disgustingly expensive. I think just because you can combo with it and nuke the hell out of somebody. And Sage of Latnam can't do stupid shit like that. I'll tell you that for a reasonable price. Okay, yeah, the Ruins of Suchan. This is the place that has the other gray lands that I don't have yet. The other, like Strip Mine and Bazaar of Baghdad. Land leeches! Hey, at least we got a creature next duel. That's something. Total casting cost of Shatterstorm is 4. Yes, I remember that. That's a good card, that one. I actually wouldn't have known that off the top of my head, but I didn't mean to click through that fast. This Elvish Magi should be a decently easy... And once again, with the goddamn islands, is this some sort of effect of this deck that I don't... this location that I don't know about? Where it just scrambles your lands? Oh, I was hoping that you would keep at least one of those cards, my dude. Elvish Archers. Yeah, unfortunately, no instant kill for us, but let's trade those, and I'll play my Goblin Scout guy here. And there's an Elvish Ranger. That's a nice draw. Unfortunately... it's not going to win me the game right off the hop because we don't have any more mountains here. Because in case you haven't noticed, my lands are all fucked up. Yes! Good. Fool didn't think to leave defenses up. And we get a Bazaar of Baghdad. Now, this card is very specific in its usage, but it's quite powerful. You can discard 3 cards and start loading up your graveyard. If you have the right deck, loading your graveyard that hard is just massive. Unfortunately, the correct deck to do that with is quite rare. Oh, how I wish I had a forest right now. But we can just bolt that guy for 3, because honestly, yeah, I'm feeling good about this. And there's Strip Mine. We saw that before. It's just a land that can sacrifice to destroy another land for free, which is quite powerful. Power rating of Scarecrow is like 0, I think. But I'm going to cheat. It's 2, actually. Okay. Yeah, it's a 2/2. I wouldn't have ever... Oh, yeah, you got to see my thing there. Whoops. Probably should, like, blank those out when I do them, but... Well. Anyway. Yeah, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you this turn by creatures with flying. I would not have remembered that offhand. So, yeah. And we get a druid here. We're going to try and steal this guy's lunch money real quick, because he's got some lunch money back there. And I feel that I need to steal it. So, yeah. Let's see if we can't make this happen. Oh, yeah, you're donezo in a sack, dude. Get out of here. And we got some more money. So, yeah, the Ruins of Suchan are going to be gone now, so unfortunately I'm not going to truly be able to figure out what the hell was going on with my deck. If it was some sort of dungeon effect or something, but hey. I appreciate not having to think about that for a minute. Wild growth. There. I guess I'll tap that for red. Whatever. Nature's Lore. And go find us a taiga. Tap that to boost our land, and sack the unenchanted forest. 1, 2, and 3. And just do that. Probably doing it a little prematurely, but hey. I had to reload my entire hand. He's going to fast bond and get a bit of a field going, actually. That's slightly unfortunate, but I think I'm able to deal with this. Yeah, tap you for red and green. And play Shannon Dryads. And bolt those. Yeah, you gain 2 life from that. Goes back. Okay, so I'll swing in. Let's see if this guy takes the bait. You took the bait. Alright, so we'll Berserk. And we... No, that's the stack, pardon me. There we go. I just want to clear out your mana dorks. And, okay, bro's going to gain some more life, but... I mean, we'll fix that in a few. It's not much of a big deal, really. For a start, we can stunted growth to force a bit of a rewind here. And we'll take some more damage from... Oh, ouch. We're going to take a bunch of damage there. Well, that's fine. Because you just cleared the board for me. Swing for 6. Yeah, let's get a tiny little buff there. Play that guy, and then Library of Alexandria. Oh, you're building a lot of ramp cards here, but I don't care. I'm not even going to play the Mox Pearl. I mean, it's strong, but I don't need it. Easy. Slightly less fortunate. Anyway. Excuse me. I'm going to pause for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got a few more in me. Oh, this guy just jumped out of the forest at me, basically. And of course, as soon as I take a... as soon as I say, I'll be on the play, the game immediately is like, hey, do you want Library of Alexandria? And I have to kind of sit here with my head in my hands going, oh my god, I really did just do this to myself, didn't I? I also should not have taken this hand. This is not a good hand by, like, any stretch of the imagination. That's better, though. That'll get us rolling. Yeah, just go ahead and keep doing those, I guess. Alright. Tap that and just play Wild Growth in the same land again. We've got a red mana floating, but we can't actually do anything with that, so... Move to combat. That's fine. Play you, and... Bruh. Why are you like this? Oh, right, I know why, because he's just kind of a jerk. Play the fire sprites. Just because I need a little something on the field here. Tap that. That's not really an amazing card. Swing for 1. Because I think the damage from that thing is probably worth more than its ability to give me mana right now, especially with the fact that I'm not really drawing many good cards. Oh, right. You cost green mana to... So, yeah, it's even worse. Yeah, we'll just lose a bunch of mana there. Because of reasons. I don't like that I'm doing that, but I'm going to have to be able to blow the board at some point. And sure, we'll do that just to drive the point home. Oh my god, really? And at least he didn't kill me with it, so there's that, but... 10 for 3. 4. I should have done this after combat. Yeah, okay, gain your life back. I can't cast anything with that. Well. Play that. And pass turn. Sure. You... what a jerk. I'm sorely tempted to just reset on that one, but I won't. Abandoned Shrine. Okay, yeah, this is no harm, no foul for some cards that very few are actually good, but we'll take a shot at it anyway. Go first. Fuck! I did it again! I just summoned that card to my hand every time. Yeah, feel free to do that. And you anti-Gazban Ogre or something. Holy Jesus fuck, do you have more cards to play, my dude? Play that. I'm going to wait a turn. Because I'll just use that to potentially block Jazam Jin. You are a... Why did I do that? Don't click that. It makes the game break. And by the game, I mean, it doesn't make the game break. It just makes my mana shit itself. Oh, fine. I'll play the Shambling Strider. And that manages to quite effectively bully this guy into not attacking, so that's good. Alright, just keep not doing that for a minute here, okay? If you could... Oh, God, his Spirit Link Jazam Jin just doesn't actually damage him because he gains the life right back. I'm not going to play that Mox Pearl. I'm sitting here and drawing cards for a bit. Well, that's very unfortunate, but I'm not surprised. I lose 2 mana for that. Oh, well. Actually, this is a good time to do this. And we just sit here and watch you die. See, this is a really good card, the Cyclone card. It has won me so many games. Now, unfortunately, if I hadn't just been jumped by that random summoner and made to lose a card, well, I would be a lot happier. This Troll Shaman, this is a guy we gotta fight. I don't like putting Tracker on the line because that's a very, very good card, but let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, right. Right. And then we go find our other Taiga, and we are nicely ramped through that turn. Thank you, game, for giving me some good draws. For oh well. I suppose that had to happen eventually, but hey. We'll drop Shambling Strider, and he's got Aeron the Relentless in play, huh? Well. Hey, he's going to burn me. I don't feel like trying to fight Aeron, but okay. Play this. I'm just dead here. No, fuck off. I'm going to just instantly scoop and I'm going to reload. Because that's ass. That's garbage. That's terrible. I just, you know, getting robbed multiple times in a row by random enemies. Totally unnecessary. Although some might argue otherwise, but hey. Tower of Corral. That is a very, very specific card. Go away. I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me? Llanowar Elves. I mean, yeah, that's actually kind of a real combo. I will take that, I guess, but I don't have space for it. Let's take a shot at this dungeon. They've got an Orcish Aura Flame on their side, so... Lovely. Oh, it's a red dungeon, huh? Requires 1 red and 2 colorless. Is Wall of Dust, I believe. Yeah. That troll is facing away from me. That's funny. And there's a Goblin Lord or something there. I don't want to deal with that. He probably has an actually well-built Goblin deck, and I just haven't found most of the resources. So these abilities does Ornithopter have? It's flying, obviously. We first pick up Time Vault. Yes, Time Vault is a very funny combo card. We can't do as much with Time Vault here as I'd like to. Although Elder Druid is a green card that can untap artifacts. So I can do that. So I guess Time Vault combos exist. Let's fight this guy. Yeah, he's a goblin. He's got his orcish thingamabob, huh? On the upside here, he is at least partially red. So I can get Mountain Walk for dealing with him. Oh god, he's building an army already. Oh jeez. You know what? I'm actually dropping the Shambling Strider right now. I'll go down a land for that. And plus, I get to kill 2 of his creatures, so... You know, like, what? Am I supposed to dislike that as a play? Alright, swing with the Strider. And just completely toast that thing. Play that. I can get Mountain Walk. Why did you do that? That literally does nothing, dude. That's not going to help you. All right, swing. Play that. Combat. What made that noise? The hell? Anyway, let's play a Wall of Ice, and yeah, I mean, hey, I'll take my free win here. I didn't do anything for it, but why not? Unfortunately, it also didn't lead me to a free prize the way I was hoping for. Sea Spirit, I think? Yeah, I was gonna say, because I know most of the others aren't. With only Sea Spirit being a maybe. Oh, darn, we're -1 desert. I'll play the script sprites here. This guy just accrues goblins. Go find our other taiga. And swing, and I'm gonna have to start putting down dudes to help basically reset the momentum a little bit in my favor here. Oh, right, that's destroy target wall. I was confused for a second because I was like, did he sack his goblin chirurgeon? The hell was that about? And then I realized, oh no, he killed my wall. Well, that's it. We're getting the boot. Oh shit, I didn't see that he was attacking with that. Well, like I said, we're getting the boot. We lost the desert. Thankfully, we get to just do a quick reset on this. As Bro mills to like, mulls to 3. You know what? Actually, in that case, I'm gonna take this. I feel that we might have a bit of a chance in that case. Not necessarily much of one, but we're going for it anyway. Oh, you are just feeding me a free win here. All right. As I drop Shambling Strider, and I just get to slam for huge amounts of damage for absolutely nothing. Okay. Like, yeah, nice Library of Alexandria. That's a thing that's never usable. In parentheses, this is not true. Library of Alexandria is a very good card. But I just seem to have the worst luck with it anybody's ever seen. Did I not lose my desert for losing in that? That's weird. Anyway. Yeah, save. Let's go and have to pay this Tusk Guardian to get the fuck out of my way. Unfortunately, bro is a Goblin Lord, so this might be a tough fight. As he's opening with Nalathni Dragon. Cool. That's a card you don't see very much. And I mean, you see that extremely rarely. It's a 4-drop, 1/1 with flying and banding, and has the Dragon Whelp version of Fire Breathing, where if it uses it 4 or more times in a turn, it explodes from overheating or something. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we'll play this. Oh, he's got a... Oh, God. Okay. I am distinctly unhappy about that. So, first things first, we just roast that. And, yeah, you know, be done with that immediately, because absolutely the fuck not. Oh, God, he just keeps buffing this thing. This is awful. Fine, I'll play disc. Please just let me live one more turn. Never mind, he played Goblin Shrine, so we... This is why we save literally right before we do these, because... Fuck off. Double fuck off. Yeah, I love that he's literally just anteing just an Immolation, a completely useless card. And he's got Nalathni Dragon again. Just kill that instantly. Because, unfortunately, eating this dude's entire board is going to be a little bit of a tough ask a lot of the time. So... yeah, let's play our Wall of Ice and make him pay the 1 every turn, basically. Or make him not pay it ever, I guess. What is your deal? Oh, they do have Mountain Walk. Okay, let's go find that Taiga and get a red. 3. Sack of Forest. And now I have to pay 6 mana to kill this Goblin Balloon Brigade before it becomes an even bigger problem. I'm going to wait on attempting to swing with the clay statue. God, man. Okay, fine. I'll swing with the Orcish Lumberjack. And we trade. I'm not getting through this, unfortunately. Not unless I was going to say, not unless I draw like another Fireball or something, which I don't have in the deck. I love that it's the same ante as before. For some reason. Go away! And yeah, he's... It's going to be the same Nalathni Dragon start, right? Because... I don't know if it's actually RNG based or not. Back in my head, I'm like, it's not RNG based. Alright. And kill your ass. And off we go. And kill your ass. Thank you for not casting a giant strength, I guess. He understood that I had that thing open, so he's like, okay, yeah, don't do it. Alright. Oh yeah, play a forest. Sort. Okay. Good. He is continuing to not have giant strength to buff his goblins, I guess. Oh, now he's thinking to do stuff during second main instead of first. Alright. Play the mammoth. And drop a forest. And he's playing a goblin mutant. Okay. Let's kill that thing right now. Swing for 3. I was really hoping he would block. Oh well. Play that and pass. Man, that's rough. Well. I don't think that thing's going to help me get anywhere with any of this, but we're also just kind of settled into a fight here where nothing is happening. So, truth be told, I gotta wait for him to get angry. I'll play Deadly Insect, because that'll be something that can kill any of his big creatures if he gets those. Unfortunately, I cannot deal with his Goblins of the Flarg. But what I can do is I can drop a scout here, and I can damage race him now. As long as he continues to, you know, deal with things just the way he is right now. Alright, so play that. And of course that happened, but at least it only used that one, because at that point, it's really not doing much for me. Didn't I even use my fireball already? No, I didn't. So, I mean, that's the main downside, is that I can't fireball anymore. I also, if I wasn't stupid, I could be activating my desert to deal with that Goblins of the Flarg. But I just didn't think about it for some reason. Until literally right now. I also probably could be swinging with Scrib Sprites. I don't know why I'm not thinking to do that either, but hey. Maybe because I just want to make sure that I have enough dudes available in case he decides to go in. Oh, fuck, and he is going well and truly in. That's just death. We would have had it if he didn't draw that at the last second, so... Talk about a lucky fellow. Let's take one more shot at this. Oh, there's a forest thing over there, and... I'm okay with telling these two guys to go eat shit by walking away from... A Lore Master's Tower. I don't know what that is. And if the game doesn't feel like loading it, I may never know. I just kind of want to be careful about multi-clicking. Just in case the game is like, hey, yeah, here's an input for something that you... Well, I guess we're not going to find out what that is, because it just kind of is hanging. Yeah, maybe we'll find out next time.